Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Today we got all kinds of cool stuff going on. We're going to be installing some lights on the daily driver. We got some maintenance to do on the street C10 back there. And we're also going to be installing a level kit on the daily driver. I'm super excited for this one. Let's not waste any more time. We're going to get right into it. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna put a pair of these right in this area right here. They fit perfectly in there, as you can see. I'm gonna put a set of ambers on the outside here and on the outside here, basically because I can't really see off the side of the truck turning. When I get the truck re-tinted darker, it's gonna be even harder. So I'm hoping I can just use these as like driving lights, fog lights, basically have them on whenever any of the other lights are on. So I'm gonna wire those to one switch, and then I have another set of these coming in white, just regular white light. They're gonna fit on the inside. Those aren't gonna be here for a little bit, so we're gonna start with these guys, and then I'm gonna wire them up to the box I installed under the hood, and we get to put something else on our controller. So again, I'll have the ambers on one and the regular white lights on the other. Let's get started. Lights were running into the frame a little bit, just barely touching so they wouldn't sit flush. So I had to grind down the good old military breather. I had to take some off of the military breather to make them fit right, but after I knocked those down a little bit, it fit perfect. We finally got the lights installed with luckily just one trip to the parts store, but they are mounted where we want. Now it's just time to run some wires. So let's get started on that. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I haven't tested the lights yet, but I think I got it all wired up. So I'm gonna shut the lights off, we'll hit the button and see what happens. Okay, they work, and they are very bright. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this wiring wrapped up, and we'll be done with this until the other lights come in the mail, and then we'll install those ones. It's time to show the C10 here a little bit of TLC. We're gonna do a quick oil change, throw a new filter on there. Here shortly, we're gonna check the valves or adjust them in one of these next couple of videos. I would just like to get in the habit of doing that at least like once a year or so, as well as just go through and make sure all bolts and nuts and everything's tight. Kind of do like a mini preseason checklist like we do on the race cars. And yeah, make sure everything's all buttoned up and good to go. Everything looks good, so we're gonna go take it on a drive. Now we're gonna go and try and install a level kit on my 2017 Ram 1500. I've never done this before, not very mechanically inclined. I'm lucky enough to just have people around me that I can phone a friend for most of my projects, or what we're on right now, YouTube, the good old YouTube certified. Basically, I've watched a couple YouTube videos. We're gonna try it out ourselves and we'll just see what happens. We ended up going with a 3.5 front and the 1.5 rear. That should even it out. They also recommend if you go above the 3-inch lift in the front that the upper control arm angle is a little bit iffy, so I went ahead and got some red upper control arms. Those should look pretty cool up in there once we got some room. But yeah, first things first, we're gonna get Rusty moved out of the way, and then we'll throw the gray truck on the lift, get the wheels off, and start tearing into it. Okay, we got the truck in the air. We're gonna go ahead and start with the front. I'll go ahead and rotate the tires right now as well when we're ready to put everything back on, since they're already gonna be off. Now that the wheel's out of the way, you can really see the upper control arm here that we'll be replacing. It's this angle right here that once we put the spacer up top, really starts to bind up and makes things harder than it has to be. So that's why we go with this one. It's made for a 2 to 4 inch lift with a little bit better angle. And also went with the red to throw a little bit of color in there. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing torn apart. Passenger side tore apart, we're gonna jump over to the driver's side. And everyone said this install should take about 3 hours. I thought since we had the lift, it might be even a little bit quicker than that, but we are currently on day number 4 of our 3-hour install, and we're still not done. Basically, this thing has been kicking our butt this entire way. Our biggest headache was getting that strut fork back over onto the lower control arm, since now we have a big old spacer on top. That's really not helping us. Luckily, we just got that wrapped up on both sides here. The control arms are looking sweet. I'm excited to see how it looks sitting on the ground. That means all that's left to do is the rear here. We were trying to cheat and take our spring compressor and shrink this guy down, because all that needs to happen is this little cup needs to basically sit on the perch here. So we were trying to avoid having to take the rear end apart, but of course, it's never that easy. After we tried that for a minute, we decided it's just gonna have to wait for another day. So hopefully we'll just have it wrapped up in the next video. We do have an alignment appointment to get the truck aligned in the next couple days. That's as soon as they can fit us in. So hopefully the back goes smoother than the front and I don't have to cancel my appointment, but fingers crossed, time will tell. That will be it for today's video. As always, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for tuning into this one, hanging out with me, and we'll catch you on the next one.